Good morning. I'm Vicki. I'm the mayor's daughter. It has been an eventful couple of days. When has it not been? I lead the most boring, eventful life. We're not even close to being where. There we go. Sorry, kind of had to adjust that a little bit. As you can tell, I'm sick. I've got to call the doctor because I'm afraid I have another ear infection, which we don't want to get into that. I thought we would play with some of the things that came in the Ipsy box. And first and foremost, let me say thank you. That was my best performing video so far. And I appreciate each and every view. I appreciate each and every comment, whether it was positive, negative, constructive, or what have you. With that being said, let me explain a little caveat. I'm a pretty smart person. Let's go ahead and do some. We're going to use this instead of the Natasha Denona. We're going to do a soft look, but we're going to talk. And I apologize because my voice is going to sound crackly and I am just not well. We are going to go into Palomar. I have grown. One thing that I have noticed about this Shop My Stash is that I have grown back acquainted with my palettes like I did. I knew them very well when I had them upstairs, and I kind of lost that being down here. And again, thank you. We're gonna kind of do a similar look to what we've already done before. We're using one brush. We're gonna go into this purple shade because I'm wearing blue. How that makes sense, I really don't know. Okay, I went ahead and finished my eyes, did a little mascara. If you don't view the other videos that I make and just saw the Ipsy video, again, thank you. But let me explain a few things. When I filmed that video, I was in a lot of pain. I have 2 slip discs, and I'm not sure if I had fallen before I filmed that video, but afterwards I fell, which did not help anything, which is why you see me I'm animated and I use my hands when I talk, but I kind of keep them, they're kind of low right now, because, yeah. We are going to use the NARS, we're going to have to put on glasses because we can't see. That's another thing. I need to get new contacts, and I have not made it that far. Light Reflection Foundation in the shade Light Plus 4. Why have I not gotten contacts? And even with contacts, some of this print I can't read because I'm old. I have cataracts. Okay? I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to, so we can communicate. You guys were wonderful. I appreciate all of the comments, and I really am grateful. But I also want to let you know, A, I have an ADHD brain. B, I have, for years and years and years, I had migraine, and I have a neurological disorder that affects my speech, which is part of the reason why I came onto YouTube, was to force myself to have to talk, to try to help that. So I'm not, oh, that's a little too dark for me, but it's okay. I'm not saying that things can't improve. I'm just telling you that there are some times that I can't say words. It just is not going to happen. It's the nature of the beast. Do I like it? Absolutely not. speaking and public speaking and things of that nature were always something that I did. And, as things stopped working, for lack of a better way of putting it, we're using roughly 4 pumps total. I don't have a stutter. I have a tremor. And then there are sometimes that my brain just stops for a moment and says, "You were going to say words? No, not so much." So bear with me. We will work on that. I do tend to get sidetracked easily. Goes with the nature of ADHD. It goes with the nature of just being distracted, and it just happens. So please bear with me, because those are areas that I am working on. I don't script out a video. If I did, I would never make a video. We're going to use the concealer, and I did not look at the color before. So the reason why I didn't like this, I think this is the creamy. It is the Radiant Creamy. The reason why I didn't like it before also goes along with the reason why I don't like the Tarte Creamy. On me, on my skin, let me just do this. It's more than my under eye needs. And what happens is, even if I set it, it becomes a cakey little patch. So we will see how this does. So far, the color is pulling very yellow, and we'll see. With my skin tone, the shade matches the least of my worries, because it happens more than I can tell you. I will pick my shade. I've had professionals pick my shade, and it'll work once, and then the next time it doesn't. So it's just the nature of the beast of my genetics. But anyway, I wanted to, and I apologize, kids, Kentucky. Also, when we address my speech, I don't mean to sound ugly. I don't mean to sound mean. Understand me. While there's work that needs to happen, I am from Appalachia. And although I don't have as much of an accent as maybe some others, the pace and the rhythm of my speech tends to revert back to that. So please keep that in mind. I grew up in the mountains. My family I come from a family that mined coal and did all of the things. I have that heritage, that culture. So you will hear that in my dialect and in my tone of voice, and a slower tone. Not being disrespectful, I'm just telling you that while I'm going to work on things that need to be improved, don't disrespect my culture, and also understand that there are medical issues that cause some of the delays and some of the stuff that I just can't control. So part of the reason why I make videos, I said this once, we'll say it again, is to force myself to talk, to improve this. Now listen to me and listen good. I am not making excuses. I'm talking to you because you guys blew that video up for me. It is by far the best performing video that I've done. And I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you taking the time to watch it. I appreciate all of your feedback, all of your comments. That's all stuff that I can work on. I can improve, and I will. There's a reason I keep a lot of my boxes that stuff comes in, because I can see this is a say blush drops in baby. And so I'm trying to do this better. Again, like I said, there are some things that I'm not going to I'm not going to abandon who I am, but I promise that I'll work on the things that I can work on and fix. As this has dried down, it looks not pretty okay. The blush kind of lifted some of this up, which is kind of odd. It didn't do that with the other. We will give this, since now we kind of own it, it will go into the rotation. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for your views and for making that video so well. Thank you for your comments. I really appreciate them. I try to engage with each of you, and I appreciate the feedback. Here's another thing that I will explain to you, and then we'll be done with this. I think of needing the prices and stuff whenever I literally sit down and I'm opening up the box. I don't think of it beforehand. If I did, I would write them down. I also film on my phone, so once we're here doing the video, we're kind of in it. We're, it's kind of in it. So we will work on it. I will make a more of an effort to work on it, to do better. But thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for all of your views and support on that video. I appreciate it more than you know. And as I told you before, the cabin's already been booked for their next adventure. So stay tuned. There will be footage from that too. I'm going to go make myself some tea or something and get my itty bitty voice rested. Y'all have a great day. I'm the mayor's daughter. I love you oh so very much. See you. Bye.